Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Frances Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up at frenchiestamps.com. Today it's the fun fold for this month and it is a swing window card. So I got different one. See when you open it up, these one here, the one that are not like straight, they're a little bit more tricky to open and close, okay, because it's grabbed, so you have to work it. So this is one that it's not as friendly as some I'm going to share with you here. Now the circle one, and now I did this one vertical. This one is very simple. See, it popped right there. You open it up and boom. See, it's just flip. Now, one of my favorite, it's right here with the seaside. When I open this one I put another shell here, so when I pop it, I can stack it that it's an easel at the same time. Now, I'm going to flip this. And now this one, I learned that if you put the long way, you want a smaller opening, a smaller window. The reason why, when you pull it, see, it don't pop much. I would like it to pop more. Well, it hit the card. It's still gonna pop, but it's not like this one on the long way. See, when you open this up, see, boom, it really keep it open and you get more space to write your message. When you close it, it closes lovely. So to get all the detail for getting the download and all measurement, just click on the link below. That's part of my monthly club that is the fun fold and a technique. Note that even if you don't partake in the club, you can qualify for the free download. Now I'm cranking up a notch. So this is the most tricky one. So that's why I decided to do this one. And I got my sample here that I was trying. And you're going to see when I close it, it stays in the back. So it don't come at the top. Because the, the negative, it's a little bit bigger. And then when you open it up, boom. So you just have to push it down and boom. So let's go with that. I am using all the butterfly bouquet product here. So I'm using the designer series paper. Note that this designer series paper, it's only available while supplies last. While the dies and the stamp set that I am using will be in the new catalog. So this is the die to cut out all 6 of the butterflies. So I did a bunch of them. I wanted to use the swallowtail, the bigger one. So I stamp it and cut the whole thing, and like I said, I decided to do a bunch of them. So I got one color that I color, oh, it's not the one I wanted to use, but that's the one I got here. I had one more in the yellow. I don't know where I put it, so I guess I'm going to use that one. Less orange. It was more just yellow and blue. It's a little bit of blue at the bottom of the swallowtail that I'm used to. So let me share with you how this is done. So let's remove this. I really don't know where I put that beautiful butterfly there. Let me bring this. And now what I've done, I glue the designer series paper first. When you glue that, if you use a layer, you want really to put glue. I recommend liquid glue, so it's all completely covered. So it's a regular card base that it is 5.5 by 8.5, score at 4 1/4. My layer is 5 1/4 by 4. Now we're going to put this here. I'm going to take the big butterfly that I want to cut it out. Well, okay, I must have put those 2 pieces together. I'll find my butterfly here. Okay, that's a step. I had my die. Here it is. Silly me. This is very important. When you're going to put your die, you want to make sure that you're 1 inch from the bottom. Because the trick is that when we're going to put this, we cannot see the back of it, so you cannot go higher there. So I had to play, I had to play quite a bit to make that work. Like I said, this is the most complicated one. So your die, when you're going to put it on your card, go from 1 inch. So I have to lift it up a bit. So I'm going to go from 1 inch. I'm going to move it about here. So you're going to cut it with the detail die, okay? So that's how I can get the opening, because I cannot use the bull image because they're all together. But that's what I use to cut all my butterfly. Like I said, the stamp and the big die, it's all one. So see the stamp set. So I did a bunch of them while I was working at it. I did a video on this butterfly. I will attach it at the end of this video so you can see. So now I was moving the stuff around. I want to make sure that I'm about 1 inch from the bottom. Very important, so then it's going to work. We're going to put our plate at the top. And I'm going to roll it back and forth just because I get 2 layers. I want to make sure I got it cut all the way. So I'm going to roll it back and forth. Okay. Now we're going to remove this. And then the fun going to start. Now I can save this butterfly for something else, right? And another thing that I should say, it's when you're going to cut your butterfly, when you use a layer, you want to make sure your glue it's dry completely. So put your layer with your, I like to use the liquid glue, so then I can cover the entire thing, because you want the glue to stick all around. If not, it's going to peel up. So you want to make sure that stay very together. Inside, I already glue a piece of white, so that is a place to write. I don't like to write on color. Now, for our mechanism inside, I use 2 inch by 3, and I score at 3/4, 1 1/2, 2 1/4, and then that's the 3 inch there. So it's 2 by 3. I'm going to reinforce this very lovely. Now you want to use tear and tape, or you want to use seal. You want something very strong. I'm going to put that on. I'm going to start on one side. Don't pass the score line, okay? Go from the edge to your score line. And like I said, this is very important that you use tear and tape or something strong. Now I get the adhesive there. We're going to close, make sure it's not on the side, just push it if it's there. We're going to close it and put it right at the edge there. And I try to put it in the middle. Even if you're not right in the middle, it's going to be okay. Now press this art, and the best way to press that is use a bone folder and then press this. Open this up and make sure, and you see it's right below the score line because you need to place folds. So now it's there. Now we're going to put again to the score line, the edge to the score line on this end, and again use tear and tape or seal, something very strong. Now you're going to take this, close this, and press again. Press that very lovely so it's very bonded together. Now when you open it up, you see you get your little box that's going to make part of the pop-up. Now this one here, it is 2 1/2 long by 3/4, and I score at 3/4 this one. This one is different from the other one, okay? The other one are all the same for the pop-up and the piece. This one here, it's the only one that it's different to match with the butterfly. So it is 3/4 by 2.5, and I score at 3/4 inch. Now this needs to flop up. Now you're going to put glue in the back of this. Again, I like to use my seal for that. Oh, make sure it's there. Or you can use tear and tape. Do 2 strips. Make sure it's nothing on the side. You're going to take this and you're going to put it right at the edge there. Close it. Press that very lovely. Now you're going to take this and push it up. So now this is where your butterfly is going to go. So I tried to find different way to do the butterfly to make it easy. Like I said, the negative, or this part here, it's a little bit bigger than the one that you cut your outline, because really your outline go at the top. You know, this would all pop up and it would go at the top, so it have to be a little bit smaller. So this one won't go through, so I cannot go this way and glue it like the other one. That's how I done it. It was easy. Glue it there, open it up, boom, it's done. So this one, what I done, I went in the back. So you see why I'm saying it's very important not to go more than 1 inch from the bottom, because you don't want your antenna to hit your little box. So I'm going to come right here in the back, put it right there, and then you can take a piece of Post-it note, or if you got temporary tape, that works also. I'm going to use a Post-it note that I got right here. I think I get 2 in this. So I know it's easy to get Post-it notes. I'm going to use Post-it notes. So now, oops, don't move this. You want to make sure you cover all the hole there. So now you see I was off. So you just want, and like I said, this one is the most complicated one. And to be honest, I think the Post-it note's going to be lovely, because you can put it on the outside and we're going to be able to peel it up. Now, keep this close, and you're going to add, again, temporary glue. So like the seal or the, make sure it don't go on the side, the seal or the, let me think, the tear and tape. Now you're going to take this, and we're going to close this. I'm going to bring it so I can see it. So I'm keeping my hand here as I close this. Press this here. Now you can come here, remove this, et voila. Perfect fit, and when you open it up, boom. Is that fun? So you get your pop-up. So that is how these lovely, oh, make sure your antenna, maybe I'm going to trim my antenna just a little bit. Make sure that you go low enough, but you don't want to go too high neither. You don't want to go too low neither, because then your thing going to go below here. These ones are super simple, because you just put your little strip here, you go right in the top and glue it, because it's the same size. So up on my blog, I'm going to have all the link. This one, it's a little bit, I'm going to have to trim my little antenna. And when I say trim that, what I'm going to do, you have to be a little bit creative maybe with these cards. I'm just going to go ahead and trim this here. I won't cut them off. Et voila. Now that should be better. Now when I close this, et voila. So the one that's going to receive this, I bet after they open it up, they're going to keep it open, right? So here, et voila. So that is it. Again, the direct link below on my blog to get more detail. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, happy stamping, my friend.